Good morning. It's Good News Friday. I have a lot of it. Right, Sweden first. We have a political party called Feminist Initiative. It's not very big, but it's there. Right? One of their politicians has now been prosecuted. He had this account called Expose Swedish Sluts. What he did was he stole pictures from women from their Instagram account, and then he published these pictures on this porn site. He confessed. He says in the hearings, he says, I got a kick out of it. Then I had anxiety. And then I got a kick out of it again. And then it escalated. Poor guy. I wonder why mainstream media don't mention this story. If this was a nationalist, you think they would? All right. Message from Parler, this brilliant platform, Parler, was being closed. This is what they say. We will resolve any challenge before us and plan to welcome all of you back soon. It's good. I'm looking forward to this. Right. BBC. We have some sort of dog-eat-dog situation between BBC and China. BBC World News has been banned in China. I wonder how they feel about this. Being banned. Right? It started with the UK stopping this broadcast license of a Chinese network, you see? And then the Chinese did this. They stopped BBC World News. The comment from China is fascinating. China's National Radio and Television Administration announced this yesterday, and they said that the BBC's reports violated the requirements that news should be truthful and fair. All right. Well, I like this story. Yes, I do. Let them eat themselves or each other. Yeah. Here's a story from Germany. Now, the German authorities and Google, they had some sort of a cooperation going on. Government health websites in Germany, they ended up on top in Google search. You see? Yeah, ahead of others. Now, this was looked into by this Munich court, and now the Munich court ruled that this represented unfair competition and threatened freedom of the press. That's good. Yeah. I wonder why they want their websites on top. The authorities. Yeah. All right. And now I have quite a lot of stories from the United States. And I was thinking about Trump and what happened to Trump. And now, looking back at it, I don't think it's a surprise at all. No. And you see, you can look at this like this. If you have a party or a social gathering or something with people, right? And then you have a real man at the party. When the real man leaves the party for some reason, the others, especially the sissies, they will start to talk about him. Yeah. I could be wrong. This is my experience. And the sissies, they will eventually agree that he was the bad guy at the party. They are happy that he left. You see? Yeah, I could be wrong. I don't know why this is the case. Why is this happening? Yeah. Right. So, anyway, there's now a fight back, of course. I talked to a friend about the situation in the United States, and he said, well, the Americans, they are in shock, and I think this is totally true after what happened in the United States with the election and now this impeachment and everything. Yeah. But you know, after a shock, you will recover, and then you start to fight back. Yeah. And this is already starting. This is from the United States. South Dakota, they now introduced legislation, a bill proposal in the South Dakota House of Representatives, which seeks to give the state's Attorney General the authority to review executive orders from Joe Biden. See? And this could mean that they could nullify these orders, see, if this bill passes. And North Dakota, about the same thing actually. Yeah. They say, upon receipt of federal legislation, regulations, or an executive order, right, for consideration and process, the committee shall recommend whether to nullify in its entirety a specific federal law, regulation, or executive order. In making its recommendation, the committee shall consider whether the executive order is outside the scope of the powers delegated to the federal government in the Constitution of the United States. See, they are fighting back. Yeah, if these bills passes, they can just say no to Joe Biden's crap. Yeah. And I think it already happened in Utah. Let's see. Now, this is also a proposal, I think. Okay. A committee of the Utah State House of Representatives, they advanced a bill on Thursday to ban biological boys from competing on female sports. You see? You know, I mentioned this earlier. Joe Biden wants transgenders to be able to compete in female sports. No discrimination. What do you think about this, Joe Biden? That's going on. Finally, I want to tell you about Canada and Justin Trudeau. You know, Trudeau and his government, they had this bright idea. You know, when people come back to Canada from travel, they will be put in quarantine. And now they had this idea. Why don't we charge these people $2,000 to pay for it? Well, it's expensive, isn't it? To put people in quarantine. So they should be charged $2,000. Well, all right. Now they have delayed this plan. Yeah, they were facing a very bad backlash from the public and the threat of litigation. So they delayed this plan. Well, I wish you a fantastic weekend. Bye.